Hello everyone. Previously, we had discussed about the advanced virtual norm manipulations, right? Today, we'll be discussing about the understanding of the shared array buffer and atomics. So, shared array buffer, basically what it does is, it enables the memory sharing between the threads. It's simple, right? Shared array buffer just enables the memory sharing between the threads. Then what does atomics do? Atomics, this one ensures safe manipulation of the shared data, right? While shared array buffer, it enables the memory sharing between the threads, and atomics just ensures safe manipulation of the shared data. So how it is useful? It is useful for the concurrent programming in JavaScript, right? So we have seen the parallel programming, we have seen the multi-threading as well. Now, let's try to understand that this one, why shared array buffer and the atomics is used. Basically, it is useful for the concurrent programming in JavaScript, as I've said, right? Let's try to see the same with the example. Initially, let's create the shared buffer, and the next example, let's see the atomic operations. Initially, let's go with the example creating a shared buffer. I'll just quickly come here. Let me give here, let buffer equals, let's make use of the shared array buffer. Shared array buffer of, let me give some random number 16. You can give anything. Try it out with the different numbers. In my case, I'll just give 16. I'll just make use of the variable name int array, and let's create the new integer 32 array. I'll just give here int 32 array, and let's pass the buffer here. So this is fine. Next, let's do one thing. Here, let me come here. Int array I have given, right? Let's initialize the first index to the number 10. Then let's try to log the first index itself, right? Int array of 0. So we have to get the output 10 here. So we have initialized that one to the 10, right? So we have to get the output 10. So I'll quickly run the code. So yeah, we are getting the output 10. I'll quickly explain what I've done here. This one, shared array buffer we have made use of here, right? This one allocates a memory buffer accessible by the multiple threads. This is simple, right? So this one shared array buffer here doing is, it allocates a memory buffer that is accessible by the multiple threads. Then what is int32 array doing here? Int32 array allows typed access to the shared memory. As it allows the typed access to the shared memory, then only we are getting the output 10 here. We are initializing the first index to 10, and while I log the same thing, we are getting the simple thing, output 10. Again, I'm telling shared array buffer here, it allocates a memory buffer that is accessible by the multiple threads. And int32 array here, whatever we have created here, this allows typed access to the shared memory. I hope the concept of creating a shared buffer is completely clear. Now let's see the atomic operations, right? So let me quickly delete this one here. So I'll come here. The same thing, I would have kept the same thing actually. Just give me a second here. Let buffer equals new shared buffer itself of 16. Let it be same. And instead of here int array, let me make use of shared array. So here this will be same. Instead of passing the buffer, let's pass the shared buffer here. So here instead of buffer, let me give shared buffer. So let me quickly come here. Let me pass the shared buffer here. So let me delete this one. Let me make use of atomics dot store of, we are passing two parameters. One is shared buffer. Let's pass three parameters, and 0 along with the 42, right? Let's try to log the same. I'll just come here, console log of atomics dot load. Let's pass two parameters now, shared array as well as 0 here. So if I try to run the code, we have to get the output 42 basically, right? 042. So shared array buffer is not an integer type array. So just give me a second here. So here what I have done here is in the line number 4, instead of the shared array, I have passed the shared buffer. I'll change this one to shared array. So let me try running the code again. So shared array buffer is not an integer typed array. So again here I have passed shared buffer. Sorry. Let me give here shared array instead of the shared buffer. Let me run the code again. Now we are getting the output 42, which is absolutely correct. Then I'll quickly explain what I have done here. This atomic star dot store, whatever we have given here, right? What this is doing here is it safely writes the data to the shared memory. That's what we are doing here, right? So this safely writes the data to the shared memory. Then why we have made use of the atomics dot load here this one. So this one ensures the thread safe reading from shared memory, right? I hope this is clear. Again, I'll repeat. Atomics.store, what I have made use of in the line number 4. This safely writes the data to the shared memory. Then what is atomics.load doing here? This ensures the thread safe reading from shared memory. So while I try to run the code, we are getting the output 42, which is absolutely correct. I hope the concept of atomic operations as well as understanding the shared array buffer, this one creating a shared buffer, is completely clear. Nothing but the concept of understanding shared array buffer and atomics is completely clear, I hope. So this is it for now. Next we will be discussing on WebRTC API for real-time communication. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.